Hi there, Danny Lee. I'm going to show you today, I'm going to hit 3 draws for you in 3 fades. I want you to notice the swing is not different at all. All you're doing is changing the ball position. First shot I'm going to hit is a little fade. Now in order to move it left to right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim left, allowing enough room for the ball to move left to right. And I'm going to move it a little bit back in my stance, which means the club face is not going to completely have come to square yet. So it's going to be a little bit open. That's all the difference. The ball moving different directions just has to do with the club face is coming in square, open, or closed. That has to do with where the ball is in your stance. So I'll demonstrate a little fade. Ball will move left to right. The draw is exactly the same swing. You're not changing anything. You're just going to put the ball a little bit farther forwards in your stance and aim to the right. That little draw. It's more like that. Fade and then a draw. Again. Got to take that alignment to the left over there. And it's important that when you're swinging, you're not trying to swing towards your target line. Otherwise, you will try and force that club face to stay open. And when you start doing that, it's a compensation. All kinds of things start changing. Alignment, ball position, weight, the whole thing gets wrecked. It's very important that you're throwing wherever you're set up. The ball moving in a different direction is just because it's an after effect of wherever the ball is relative to where your front axis is that you're turning on. Nice little cut. Now for the draw again. We're going to aim a little bit to the right. It's always easier too when you first start off. You give yourself plenty of room to move it from right to left or left to right. Because if you get up there and let's say you want to hit a draw and the ball is too far forwards in your stance, meaning that if you were to come through and release it, it would go way left of where your intended target line is, then your brain is going to force you to try and steer it straight. And you're not going to get that feeling that you want to get of a total release. So it's very important that you give yourself enough room to move it and then kind of play with it in little increments. So for instance, I've got a line right here. I'll line up way to the right first, 20, 30, 40 yards at first to see how far forward I put the ball in my stance is going to affect how much it moves right to left. We'll go way right. Allow for plenty of room and then put it forward in the stance. And it moves a drastic amount when you put it that far forward in your stance. But still, I was able to release on it because I was aimed far enough to the right that my brain didn't try and force me back to the target. All right. Now, a straight shot is the hardest shot in golf to hit. If you're out there trying to hit a straight shot, it means that every shot you hit, unless it is dead perfect on the stick, it is working away from your target. Meaning you're probably going to end up with a lot worse bounces and your luck isn't near as good. So if you want to get those good kind of bounces and you want to have a more consistent grouping around your target, it's always better to have the ball working towards the target. Meaning if you're fading or drawing it in towards your target, it's going to be more likely to get a little bit closer. So we'll hit another cut shot here. Allow for plenty of room. See what happens. There it goes. It moves left to right. There's plenty of room in there. All I'm doing is making a little throw around my feet. I am not trying to throw it towards the target. Just moving around my feet, and because where that ball is in relative to where my stance is, the club face is still a little bit open. Moves left to right. Hopefully you got a birdie putt. So one more sweet little draw here. Nice soft hands. Gonna turn right through it. Let it draw right in there. However, whatever it wants to do, it's gonna do. It's not because I'm forcing it. I am making the same move no matter what shot I'm hitting. That's the secret to hitting the fade and draw. Good luck.